So the Ronald Greeley Center for Planetary Studies is NASA's regional planetary image facility or information facility located here at Arizona State University. We are located on the 5th floor of the Bayman Physical Sciences Center F Wing. You're now looking at the main entrance to the facility, and right outside the main entrance you see this display case. This displays models of various spacecraft that have been used for planetary exploration, along with part of our set of globes. So we will go inside to the center. This facility has been made as an archive to store all of the planetary images returned by NASA's planetary missions. So we have the hard copy photographic prints and film negatives from the missions through the 60s through the 1990s, and images from the late 90s, early 2000s onward are all accessible through NASA's planetary data system. So what you're looking at right now is the reception desk and entry point into the main part of the facility. So over here you can see some of our resources, starting off with the Magic Planet. The Magic Planet allows us to look at any global views of a planetary object in the solar system that's been accessible using NASA spacecraft data. And we have that through basically all of the planets of the solar system, as well as some of the major moons and asteroids. The countertop that holds the Magic Planet, underneath of which has a series of flat map drawers, and this holds education outreach posters like these rolled ones you see here that can be given away to anybody who comes in and is interested in having an outreach product, a poster about some of our NASA planetary missions and objects in the solar system. The main point of the lab for most students will be this area right here. This is our Planetary GIS Laboratory. GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems, and we have 6 workstations here. These are dual monitor workstations that have PC computers that run ArcGIS software. This is the primary GIS software that is used, and we can bring in data from any planetary object in the solar system that's been visited by spacecraft and can be studied digitally in a GIS environment here in this particular laboratory. The manager of the laboratory is Mr. David Nelson. He has over 25 years experience with GIS software, and he is available to help students work with planetary data in GIS environments, whether it's for a class project, whether it's for thesis or dissertation research. He's available to all ASU and CC faculty, staff, and students. So he, during the course of the semester, normally teaches planetary GIS seminars. These are non-credit seminars for our students who are interested, and you can contact him by email, and you'll see that as the email announcements once the semester gets started. You also see here in our GIS lab, we have a large monitor screen for group presentations, a conference table for small group presentations. The images that you see that are behind the monitor and on the ceiling here are images from the European Space Agency Mars Express orbiter mission. It was the last Mars orbiter mission that Professor Greeley was involved with, and this is a view inside the Greeley crater on Mars. So as we move on through the lab, you see here the library stacks. We have a collection of books, journals, theses, all related to the field of planetary geology and planetary science. We have NASA mission documentation that goes back to the Apollo era all the way through the modern missions, and these are available to be observed here in the laboratory. On the other side over here, you can see we have a large selection of planetary globes. So if there's an object in the solar system that you need to study with the use of a globe, we have them here in the lab, which you can come in and study. Now back over here, we have our print archive room. And this room here is climate controlled. It's cooler and humidity controlled for humidity and temperature both. This room is where we store the actual photographic prints from NASA's past missions. So if I pull open a drawer and look down, and you can see in here, preserved in these plastic sheets here, you see examples. These are images from the 1960s lunar orbiter mission, the actual photographic prints. the cabinets in here have a variety of data sets. These three have the actual photographic prints from the Viking orbiters and landers from the 1970s of the planet Mars, as well as the Voyager spacecraft to the outer planets. We have a complete collection of prints in these various cabinets underneath all these documents here that hold the NASA Magellan prints, the net from the Venus orbiter, radar orbiting mission, as well as the Apollo metric camera prints in these file cabinets. We also have a series of aerial photographs of terrestrial geologic features that were collected by Dr. Greeley. Additional resources material is available in here. So over here in the corner, you see here, this is a diagram of showing Professor Greeley. Professor Ronald Greeley was a professor here. He came to ASU in 1977. He unfortunately passed away of a heart attack back in October of 2011, and we renamed this facility after him. He was one of the founding members of the field of planetary geology with specialties in volcanism and aeolian studies. He founded the Planetary Geology Wind Tunnel that we have on campus here, now run by Professor Ian Walker, as well as the Planetary Aeolian Laboratory Wind Tunnels at NASA Ames Research Center in California. So he is part of the legacy of the planetary geology, planetary science program here at ASU. And so, much of what we do is built on the foundation that he has developed here. So if you have information that you are looking for information on planetary geology and planetary science, you could probably find it here in the Greeley Center. You see here we have a complete collection of hard copy versions of geological maps that have been made of objects throughout the solar system, copies of a variety of journal volumes related to planetary science. We have an active collection you can see here of journals, particularly stuff related to ArcGIS, Aviation Week and Space Technology, EOS, GSA Today. We subscribe to hard copy versions of the Planetary Science Journal Icarus, various other, including the journal Science, Science News, Space News, and these are all available to students to come in and to take a look at. So during the fall 2020 semester, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the facility is going to be available by appointment only. So you'll be able to email us if you want to come in and have access to the GIS computer workstations you see here, or if you are in need of GIS training. So if you have any immediate questions, you can email me. My name is David Williams. My email is david.williams@asu.edu. And we look forward to seeing you when the fall semester begins. Thanks.